Hello, I'm here with Roddy McDonald, the founder and managing director of Water for Health, and we're having a super time chatting away about alkalising and water, and it's been absolutely fascinating. And what I would like to ask you, Roddy, now is something that I've been thinking about for a while, because I do feel that maybe here in the UK, I don't know if we're embracing water as much as we could be. And also I read about countries maybe in the Middle East that seem to be so much further thinking than us with their water and how they maybe alkalise or filter their water. They seem to be in a different level to us. Why do you think that is?
I think there are a number of things that culturally, in this case, I mean, the bulk of your research in the whole area of water probably stem from Japan, where they have been carrying out a lot of research in different areas for the last 50 or more years. It's interesting to know that some of these countries like Japan and Korea are probably healthier in many ways than we are. There are a number of things. I mean, Korea particularly, where I do quite a bit of business, generally they are a very health conscious people in their diets, and water is an important part of that. But in the whole area of water science, there's been a lot of effort invested over the years, and in this area of alkaline antioxidant water, the research was probably began in 1962 in Japan, but I believe they were probably building on research that's done in Russia before that, and the Russians are very much into the whole aspect of energy and energetic healing and so on. And I think that from what I can see that those cultures in the Far East look on water differently, and they here water is taken for granted. Whereas they maybe begin to appreciate more the energetic properties of water and the ability of water to help them maintain high levels of well-being. So there has been, a huge area in terms of this, in terms of Japan. And then when manufacturing costs got too expensive in Japan, a lot of that manufacturing went across to Korea, and Korea is probably now the center of the best quality products in the whole alkaline antioxidant water field. That's both in terms of electronic water ionizers and also in terms of the use of bioceramics. We deal with Biocera now. Dr. Jean, the founder and CEO of Biocera, began his where he did his PhD, his research for his PhD, in conjunction with the Russians at the early stage of bioceramics. But not only did he have a kind of a mission to build a business on it, he had a mission also which to try and improve the quality of life and quality of health of people internationally. And interestingly, as well as the products on the bioceramic products on the water side and health side, one of his biggest selling products has actually been using bioceramics in washing balls, and his goal there was to actually try and reduce or eliminate the need for detergents because of the huge pollution problem that they cause. And it's actually, although the sales of the water products in the jug are big, their sales of washing balls is probably even greater. And that's using the same technology to change the properties of water, to change the surface tension of water, using the antibacterial properties, etc., to disinfect and so on. So not only have they been developing innovative products on the water filtering side, they've been using the same technology in other areas really to try and improve not just the health, but the kind of the environmental consequences of what we do. And the research, I say now, and of course there's a lot of work being done in China now. Most of what's being done in China is copying what's been done elsewhere in Korea, Japan and Taiwan. But they are not only the biggest manufacturers of these type of products, by far they're the biggest consumers. That the number of people out there in Korea and Japan that drink alkaline antioxidant water on a consistent daily basis, you're talking of millions of people.
So millions of people are drinking this water, and here in the UK, a lot of people haven't even heard of it.
Sure, that's right. There are companies out there, out in Korea and Japan, that will just be serving their local markets. They're not exporting at all. I mean, a lot of them are just serving their local markets. And, but they seem to have a different perspective on it, and they do seem to appreciate better the function that water has as the number one nutrient for the body.
Gosh, you know, and over here I feel that sometimes all we see water is something that you add a sugary solution to turn it into a diluted juice. You know, and over in these other countries, you know, they're actually embracing the alkalinity and better water.
Yeah, and you'll see, for instance, in Japan now, the life expectancy is longer than in any other civilized country. It's I think the average lifespan of a Japanese female is 80, which is about 3 years more than the average from the UK or US. I think is round about. The rest is like, okay, they're doing other things other than drinking water, but they seem to be embracing more natural health, and the energetic approach to natural medicine. Because at the end of the day, whether we like it or not, at our very fundamental level, we are energy systems. If you look down through from our organs to our cells, to the molecules, to the atoms, to the subatomic particles, what have we got? We are energy. And my personal view is when that energy at that core level is not what it should be, then we are seeing the manifestation of disease. And I think it's fair to say that people out in the Far East are much more culturally tuned into this whole energetic system, and you can see that from a lot of their things like your Chinese herbal medicine, Ayurvedic medicine, acupuncture, etc. It's all energetic medicine that's been going on for thousands of years, and consequently they begin to appreciate that water is a compound which is not simplistic. What I would say as far as water is concerned is the more I've learned about water, the more I know about water, the more I realise how little I probably know.
That's amazing. Well, thank you again, Roddy McDonald. I think it's absolutely fascinating and brings such a bigger, huge dimension into thinking about water, and I really hope that this has got you thinking about your water too. So thank you again, Roddy McDonald, for Water for Health.
Thank you.